This is Jason Marsden, the voice of Duke from G.I. Joe Renegades. You're listening to the Geekcast Radio Network. Yo, Joe.
Hey, it's Mistress Carrie, and you are listening to Studio 2009.
There's nothing wrong with your podcast player. Do not attempt to adjust the volume.
And welcome back into our studio. You're now inside Studio 2009, only on the Geekcast Radio Network. I'm, of course, TF2 and Mike. Joining me once again is Steve Megatron. Hello, sir. How are you?
Good.
Today we're heading back to 2013 to revisit the John M. Chu directed G.I. Joe Retaliation. Dun, dun, dun.
The president says they can't come out of retirement. They didn't say anything about re-enlisting.
Oh boy, Retaliation. You know, I don't know about this one. So yeah, like we mentioned last episode, they switched everything up from 2009 to 2013. Switched up production companies, switched up directors and everything else. And, you know, you got John M. Chu in here, the guy who came from Step Up 2, The Streets, Step Up 3D, Justin Bieber's Never Say Never, Step Up Revolution, this film. And then in 2015, he will have directed... Well, he did not direct Step Up Revolution. I'm so sorry he didn't direct that one. Like I said, Gem of the Holograms. 2016, he directed Now You See Me Too. And more recently, he directed Wicked and Wicked for Good. Oh boy. I like the guys. I mean, the only film of his that I've actually seen up until Retaliation, because as I said in the last episode, I'll say it again here. In 2013, I completely skipped Retaliation. I just didn't have any interest in watching it at the time. I wasn't that into the whole G.I. Joe thing in 2013. I was completely out of it. So whatever, but the only directorial film of his that I had seen was Gem of the Holograms in 2015. So there's that. So yeah, Retaliation. What's your history with this one?
Well, I saw it when it came out originally, and then I saw it again. I've watched this one probably more than the first one.
Okay.
Because they fixed a lot of the characterization issues of costumes and Cobra Commander.
Yes.
So I paid more attention to it.
Right.
Yeah. I'm only a stickler over it because I like Cobra Commander.
Yeah. No, I get it. Absolutely, I get it.
But it had other redeeming qualities as well, just from some of the big name casts that kind of showed up. So I in particular like this. Plus, it's got Bruce Willis. So, and if you ever wanted a Bruce Willis action figure, you get it from this movie.
Yep.
And you have John McClane.
Yeah,
because he looks like Die Hard 3. Like,
pretty much. Yeah. I mean, this was. This wasn't 1995 John McClane, but it's damn close.
It could Die Hard 4.
Okay,
it looks like him.
Yeah, okay, that'll work. What rips my heart out about this movie, at the end of the movie, they say something about, oh, well, I guess I have my orders, or I have this, or I have that, or whatever. Like acting like there's going to be another movie or another assignment. And then my thinking goes to, holy crap, this was 2013. It's now 2025. Look where Mr. Willis is now. Like, that was 12 years ago.
Isn't that crazy?
No, I know, but like, it ripped my heart out watching that end scene because knowing where he is now, it's because we were gonna do an episode on it. Or I hadn't mentioned this to you yet, but I watched the ABC special with him and his wife. Oh, what's her? Is it Emma Willis, whatever his wife's name is. It was her and him and I think Barbara Walters. They did some ABC special about him and how his life is now and what he's going through and what his condition is and all of that. And I was like, oh, we should do a podcast on this to like do a Bruce Willis, not necessarily an actor spotlight, but like a person, I don't know, icon spotlight, whatever you want to call it, kind of thing, because the dude is an icon, and it just, oh god. So when it got to that scene in the movie, and I know I'm jumping ahead, but it just like, I don't know what they were going to do. I don't know what plans they had after this second movie, because honestly, at the end of this, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I could see a third movie where, if it wasn't so fiery in that explosion, I could see Duke waking up in the middle of nowhere from a coma.
I could see that too.
Oh, God. So, yeah, we have a whole bunch of new people in this. So we've got Roadblock is here, played by The Rock. We've got General Joe Colton, who is the namesake for G.I. Joe, played by Bruce Willis.
I like how he just goes, call me Joe.
Call me Joe. Yep. We got Duke returning, played by Channing Tatum. We've got Zartan returning. We've got...
Technically, Zartan didn't return.
Okay, but...
The character, yes, but the actor did not. It stayed the president.
Right, but when he dies, it turns back into the actor.
Yeah.
They still credit the actor. The actor still gets Arnold Vosloo. He still gets a credit because his face is still shown. Yeah, G.I. Joe Retaliation, Zartan. It doesn't give it doesn't have any notes on his filmography here as to whether it was just a whatever. So he's still here. Anyway, what I forgot and didn't realize that the president. Can't believe this. I can't believe I get to do this. President is Jonathan Pryce. Jonathan Pryce was the media mogul Elliot Carver who faced off against James Bond in 1997's Tomorrow Never Dies against Pierce Brosnan. I didn't miss it. This is why I said I liked the guy, because I recognized him, and then I was looking at the cast list. I'm like, Jonathan Pryce, where have I heard? Oh my God, it's freaking Elliot Carver from Tomorrow Never Dies. Oh God. But yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff.
Jonathan he was in the Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes, he was. Curse of the Black Pearl. Yep.
He was in all three.
Okay, well, that was Curse of the Black Pearl was just the first one I got to at the time of the scrolling here. But yeah.
I want to see them try and do figures updated of these for the G.I. Joe Declassifieds.
Yeah,
the Studio Series version of them for these films.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, so you got Jonathan Pryce as the president again. So, wait, no, they changed actors. Storm Shadow changed actors. Lee Byung-hun is in this as Storm Shadow. It says here Brandon Suhu was the original actor because it says through archive footage from the Rise of Cobra. Huh? Wait a minute, hold on. We just got to make sure I get the fact. Oh, never mind. Young Storm Shadow. That's what. No, you're right. I hate when they make notes.
I
like
recognize
that.
faces. That's what I.
Yeah, I know. Me too. And I thought it was But yeah. So and then I could not believe. I mean, he's been gone a couple of years now, but I didn't realize Ray Stevenson was in this as Firefly at the time. But he passed in.
Oh yeah.
Passed away 2 years ago. Died in 2023. That was cool. Him in here as Firefly. I don't like how old is Peggy? She is or she was. She's 42. How old is the kid that plays? Oops, that's the girl that plays Jinx. How old was the kid who played Flint? He is. Oh, okay. 45. Wow, he's older. Flint in this looks young.
Oh yeah, he looks like early 20s.
Yeah, but okay, so this is 2013. Flint and Lady J right now are 45 and 42 respect whatever. He's 45, she's 42 currently as of current day. So you go back 12 years or whatever it is to whatever that is. They're only 3 years apart from each other, but in this movie, Flint she looks older than he does.
Oh yeah.
In this movie. He looks like a kid in this. She looks like she could be his mom. I mean, because to me, with G.I. Joe lore, G.I. Joe history, whatever, the couples in Joe always were Flint and Lady J, Duke and Scarlet. That's always what the couples were. That's just what I always remember. You got... what do we think of the voice of Cobra Commander this time around?
Better.
Better? Okay.
I mean, I don't love it either way, but
yeah,
I at least love the logo of the G.I. Joes. I love the stuff there. I love that Cobra Commander finally gets his actual uniform.
The actual mask and stuff, yeah.
Yeah. Like he takes off all the garbage from the beginning of the movie.
Yeah.
and finally puts the faceplate on, and then wears, has the full military getup after that. And I'm like, okay, that we're good.
We're good. Yep. Yeah. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I was just going through this and just kind of because I was trying to remember the voice. Like I know the voice, but I was trying to remember the guy that did the voice, and I was like, Robert Baker, and I'm looking through his stuff, and I'm like, okay, outside of Retaliation, I've never seen anything. Like, I've seen stuff he's done, but I don't. He's one of these actors who does like TV. He's done one episode, 2 episodes, 3 episodes. He's one of those types of actors who gets the. Like, he doesn't get whole series, sadly, which sucks. And he only has one video game credit from 2016 for Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. He was Maynard Griffin in that game. And the last time he did any movies was 2014. It says he's 46, so still with us. I don't know. But yeah, Retaliation. I don't know. Like I said, this is the first time I watched the movie, so I just my first note was, I'm 30 minutes and 10 seconds into this film, and damn, so much. Like, I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. I thought it was cool. I liked them sneaking around. I liked how the team worked together. I liked how... This is why I think that because, you have The Rock there, you have Roadblock base. Even though Duke is the commander, Roadblock is he's kind of like the sergeant at arms kind of guy. Even though Duke is the commander, he's the one kind of telling all the younglings. Because let's face it, I mean, Flint and Mouse, they're pretty much younglings. Kind of. And Flint, oh my God, Flint's like, I don't care what the plan is. I'm just going to go over here and do whatever the hell I want. I'm like, what the did they do to Flint?
Well, I was almost waiting if they would have done a third film. They probably would have brought in Sergeant Slaughter.
Oh, don't even tease me like that. God.
Because, I mean, think about it. We had General Hawk.
Yeah,
and Duke.
I know. Yeah.
We had Duke and Joe Colton, and then it had the possibilities of being awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Hawk was in this, wasn't he?
No.
Did he get a cameo? Oh, he wasn't even in it.
No.
Really?
Yeah, sadly.
Man. Freaking Rock.
Well, I think between everything, I think they just didn't. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of bummed.
Yeah, me too.
I missed, I was like, come on, man, killing Duke off.
Yeah,
I was happy we got Lady J. I was happy we got Flint. I was happy we got, Jinx, Firefly, Storm Shadow, Roadblock. Yeah. They had a different actor playing Cobra Commander this time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, but which didn't really matter. His face was covered up.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Like when we did the Rise of Cobra episode, we didn't really go through a lot of the cast, and the reason why I asked if Hawk was still in this is because Dennis Quaid, man, that dude,
he was good.
Oh my God. He was good as Hawk, but man, just I'm not going to go through all of it. I'm just going to list.
He had some presence.
He had some presence in that movie, but the other movies he's been in, you remember, it was a year after you were born. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Have you ever seen Inner Space?
Sounds familiar.
It was with him, Martin Short. He plays Lieutenant Tuck Pendleton. It's with Meg Ryan. He gets shrunken down in this spaceship, and he gets put into Martin Short's body. It's a whole comedy of errors type of thing. It's a really great film from '87. Anyway, he was in that. He was in Dragonheart, which I know you know. We're going to cover that at some point. He was Bowen in that. I mean, Dennis Quaid, just great actor. Absolutely love that guy. So good. All right, folks, back to Retaliation. Yeah, again, you take the two casts, you mash them together. Team 1, Team 2. Yes, Duke is kind of the linchpin for the two because you have Channing Tatum in both films, and that's awesome, and that's great, and that's cool. But you take the team members from Rise of Cobra, the team members from Retaliation, and you basically have the entirety of Real American Hero. Oh man, it's just so fun. So this second film is all about nuclear disarmament. It kind of feels like Superman 3, Superman 4. I forget which one was nuclear. No, Superman 4 was the nuclear disarmament. Superman 3 was Office Space. Those damn computers, those ones and zeros. I want $1 million. Well, that's what it was. You get the numbers wrong. Pennies on the dollar, man. Pennies on the dollar. But Superman 4 was Lex Luthor and Nuclear Man, because Nuclear Man had a piece of Superman's DNA. And that's what this second film, that's what the plot kind of was they wanted the president and Zartan and everybody was like, oh, well, we're all, we're the United States and screw the world. We're going to launch our nukes and we're going to do this. And no more nukes for everybody, and we're gonna remote deactivate them or whatever, and you should do the same, and blah blah. And oh wait, now that we've done all that and we've gotten rid of nukes, now we're gonna have this new weapon that can just drop at a pin drop. Look, folks, it's AT&T. You can hear it from a pin drop or whatever the AT&T MCI phone pin drop commercials were back in the 80s. And God, this movie. This movie.
I don't know. It was funny either way.
No, it was. This whole movie, I was wondering what the hell happened to Snake Eyes? Where'd he go? He just disappeared. He just disappeared like that elephant. Fucking disappeared. But then we do eventually see him. That mountain scene. Oh man.
Oh, I love that. That was fun.
So cool. Yeah. It was so good.
And then Jinx thinking that he died. And it's like, no.
No. Yeah, no. I liked this. I don't know if I liked it more than the first movie. I think the story for the plot of what the, oh my God, the world ending thing is, I think that was better here. But I think the character stuff in Rise of Cobra was better.
I would agree with you. Here it's feeling like it's very much they should have already been established.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like in that regard, like you should have already been ready to just, rip ready go. Like,
yep.
There shouldn't have been any, kind of questioning of what's going to happen.
Yeah. Especially like when, again, I didn't even, okay, so this is a sequel. This is not a reboot. This is not a remake. It's a sequel to the previous film. Along the lines of, hey, we are going to supposedly continue making these films. So you would assume that even though you change up the entire cast, with the exception of maybe one or two cast members, you would assume that they're keeping the same continuity, which they did for the most part. They even mentioned the nanite wars or whatever, whatever the hell it was that they said at the beginning of the film. But it just, I don't know, halfway through I felt like, okay, it's not what is this movie trying to be? It was more of, okay, so you kill off even though they didn't kill off all the old characters, but like, I don't know. I don't dislike this movie. I just think that this movie and the first movie are two very different movies that have Cobra plots in them.
Agreed.
That two very different Joe teams have to face the Cobra plots, and we don't get like what's the okay? Did you set up this scene with Roadblock and Duke gets basically maimed by his kids at his house? They're playing video games, and Roadblock's kids come up, and they're all over Duke, and they're doing all this fun stuff, and they're being all horseplay and whatever. After that, they go on this mission. Duke dies. They come back later after the success of the whatever and the kids and whatever, and you just kind of see this flash of, and there's no explanation. Like, where's Uncle Duke, or where's whatever, blah, blah, blah. Like, really? Like, no, like, this is why I say, like, the first one is kind of short on the story as far as the certain parts of the story in it, but it had better character development for the characters. This one has the story, but it lacks the characters as far as the development for it. Just, I don't know. It's a mixed bag. Like I said, I didn't I didn't turn it off. I didn't stop it. I didn't have to do a bathroom break or anything. I watched the movie all the way through. I enjoyed what I saw, but thinking about it and trying to analyze it and put it into words to record the show, it's like, at the end of the day, I'm not going back and rewatching either one of these films, but I'm glad I watched the first one again, even though I remembered it. I'm glad I watched this second one. But I don't feel like their legacy enough. They didn't knock my socks off. They don't. I don't know. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say none of these movies are perfect, but I almost would rather watch these over a lot of the Transformers films. Because at least through and through, this is a G.I. Joe movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both of them. Whereas the Transformers films, I feel like they don't know what they're doing with them. They just are like, let's put a bunch of mangled robot crap together and see what happens.
Well, these are G.I. Joe movies with good humans in them, even though some of the humans don't get good character development as far as the writing goes. Whereas the Transformers movies are, here, let's throw this stupid human in because the humans who are going to see this movie want to see humans in a robot movie. No, we don't. We want to see the fucking robots, man.
I agree.
Oh boy. So yeah, that's where we are, folks. Usual questions. Did the film keep our interest throughout? Yeah, it did. I liked it. I thought it was really good overall. I just wish it was written a little bit better when it came to the characters. That's my only quibble with it holding my interest, was that you set up certain things with the characters and then you immediately kill off said character.
Agreed.
Are we itching to watch the next film now? Who the knows what the next film now is going to be, because there was no third film.
They're going to reboot it.
I know. Well, I know we've got the whole Energon universe thing supposedly happening. That's going to happen at some point next year or whenever they're going to do it. Yeah, I know they're going to reboot it. And honestly, from what I've read in the Energon universe G.I. Joe comics, if they're going to adapt that stuff, it's going to be interesting. I think if they're going to adapt those stories, it's going to come down to casting and how much of those stories they decide to pick and choose to write from to fit it to film. So that's what that's going to come down to.
Agreed.
Would we recommend this film to people?
I would. I almost enjoyed it more than the first one as far as like a G.I. Joe film.
Yeah.
I don't like that they wiped out most of the cast.
Yeah.
But I feel like this was more of a G.I. Joe movie than the first one.
I would recommend it, but I still say the first one does the characters better justice.
No, I agree, but this feels more like a G.I. Joe movie than the first one.
Mm-hmm.
If you mix the two, you would have a great film.
Yeah, that's true.
Like if you would have taken all the good elements out of this, plot-wise,
yep,
and put them in the first film,
yep,
and then the costumes of this film,
yeah,
you would have had a spectacular first film. And then I feel like they would have been able to milk this, keeping your core cast of G.I. Joe and Cobra, and then swapping out occasionally depending on, who is available, having The Rock in one, having Bruce Willis in one, having, but you keep Duke and like some of your core cast.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Okay. All right, 0 to 5 with half points. What are we giving Retaliation?
I'll probably still give it a 3.5 because it's not perfect. Like I said, it's missing a lot of characters, missing a lot of the characterizations. It's assuming you already know everything about these people.
Yep.
But again, the plot and the costumes are on point. And then the action is, more realistic or more like Die Hard element in some regards. So
Very true.
It's more fun overall. I would much rather watch this as far as like a G.I. Joe film than the first one in that regard. But the storyline, again, is better in the first one than as far as the characterizations, not the story itself.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. And so I wanted to bring this up before we kind of get out of here really quickly, just to look at this person's career. And this, honestly, is kind of sad. So Ray Park, who played Snake Eyes, is pretty much a silent actor.
I mean, there's nothing terrible about that.
No, I know, but like, so he did play Mortimer Toynbee / Toad in X-Men in 2000. I'm assuming he talks in 2002's Ballistic X vs. Sever as DIA agent AJ Ross. In Rise of Cobra, Snake Eyes doesn't talk. Retaliation doesn't talk. Solo a Star Wars story. So any Darth Maul stuff, he doesn't talk. It's just him. The voice stuff is all either Sam Witwer or Peter Serafinowicz. So that's the Star Wars stuff. It's never Ray Park's voice, which is kind of sad.
Well, Snake Eyes also does not talk.
Well, no, I know.
So
they honestly almost got me with that in this movie. They almost got me. I was like, hey. And then they're like, oh, Storm Shadow dressing up as Snake Eyes, I see.
Yeah.
They almost got me with that. I was like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, that's the other guy. Don't do that. But yeah, that's G.I. Joe Retaliation, folks. That's the 162nd episode of Studio 2009. We're going to send it to a quick ad break, 3.5 all around from both of us. You're going to hear some ads and some other stuff. We'll come back to close the show right after this.
Check out block, but I can't, man. I'm taking rounds back here. I need you now. Airstrike. Call an airstrike. Wait. How do you call an airstrike? What about one of those, like, package thingies?
I'm bleeding out, and I need you to spray.
Can you use a package thingy? I can bring you one package. Who is shooting me? What?
I'm bleeding out right there, and you're... Are you crawling?
I'm gonna crawl to victory. That's what I'm gonna do.
How could you be so good at combat?
I'm not
stink.
Hello, geeks and geekettes! Looking for a podcast that covers a vast array of topics? Then check out Altered Geek Unleashed, where we discuss our thoughts on this week's geeky news, tech, gaming, television shows, movies, cartoons, comics, and more. So, get altered, get geeky with the Altered Geeks, every Friday on the Geekcast Radio Network.
Because the world needs another movie podcast.
The Geekcast Radio Network presents for your listening pleasure the Cinema Geek.
Hosted by Amanda, Kevin, Matt, and Dan.
Each week we dive headfirst in the landscape of movies as we discuss movie news, play movie games,
go in-depth on reviews,
and even have a top 10 countdown or two.
Also, don't miss our Director Retrospective series, where we review noted directors' movies film by film. Bottom line is, if you love movies and love podcasts, you need to experience the Cinema Geeks.
You can find us on iTunes or geekcastradio.com.
For the best in science fiction, join Mark Baumgarten, Vicky Jakubowski, Zion Kiros, and Juan San Miguel on the award-winning podcast Mark Who 42's Universe. Doctor Who, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Trek, and more are all fair game with Mark Who 42, which has been around since 2012 in one form or another. Mark Who 42's Universe is proud to be a part of Geekcast Radio Network, the best place to get your geek on. Listen to us bi-weekly or weekly if we have a topic relevant for you, our listeners. Mark Who 42 on Geekcast Radio Network. A match made in a galaxy near you.
What's up, folks? My name is Mike, and I am the host of the Mike Seibert Radio Podcast, your favorite Transformers adjacent podcast, and I've got 60 seconds to tell you all about my show. Good thing I've got a catchy theme song to do most of the work for me.
Mike Seibert Radio, we talk about stuff and things, lots of guests in-depth interviewing. Mike Seibert Radio, it's nobody's favorite show. Movies, comics, video games, and TV.
I also talk about the Transformers the movie about as much as I talk about Boba Fett. My guests are independent artists who tell their stories and give terrific advice about pursuing your creative interests, and I encourage you to do the same thing, even if I can't take my own advice. Brevity is not my first best strength, but you can subscribe to Mike Seibert Radio on most podcast apps so you never miss an episode. Make good choices.
It's time for Mike Seibert Radio.
Do you like the Transformers? Yes.
Do you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Do you like IDW Comics?
And comic book podcasts?
Then come check out Ninjas and Bots. Each week we look at an issue of Transformers
or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles from their IDW Comics incarnation. We drop episodes every Saturday morning.
Just like the cartoons we loved as a kid. The show can be found on your favorite podcatcher and at johnreadscomics.com.
See you then.
On the Simplistic Reviews podcast, we talk movies. We talk TV. We talk...
Hello, Julie, what the heck are you doing?
Trying to make our spots sound more exciting by adding explosions.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could have got the point across with sound effects, not the real thing.
Download the show on iTunes or at simplisticreviews.blogspot.com.
I'm sure your insurance company will cover that.
No, they won't.
No, they probably won't.
I think you need to relax. I believe I outranked you last time I checked.
Not in my house, you know.
All right. Taking fire. Enemy fire. No. Enemy fire. All right. Enemy contact. All right.
Uncle
It's
Duke,
a thing
you
about
have
that.
big ears.
You got a big head. Come here. Returning fire. You can't scream your way out of this one. Oh, yeah, requesting assistance,
Pin
brother.
down, Brother Duke. Pin down.
That's all right. I got my boy here. Demon dog.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for us here inside Studio 2009. This has been episode 162, G.I. Joe Retaliation. So thank you, as always, for listening to us here inside Studio 2009, only on the Geekcast Radio Network. You can check out all of our stuff inside the post and the show notes and all that good stuff. You can visit geekcastradio.com, where you can listen to and comment on all of our content. You can send any email to feedback@geekcastradio.com. You can check us out on any of the podcatching clients you choose to use. You can follow us. You can join us on Discord. The link will be in the show notes. Next time, Steve and I will be back for the 40th anniversary of The Breakfast Club. That's right, folks. That's right. Hot Rod's a rebel. Turbo revving young punk. For now, I am TFG and Mike with
Steve Megatron.
You'll hear us back in the studio soon.